Hello, today we're going to talk about lesson 17, which is called register and signaling vocabulary. So, what does it mean, register and signaling vocabulary in discourse analysis, and how we can define these phrases in discourse? So, let's get it started. First of all, we should make the objectives and outcomes clear. For example, you will be able to distinguish between cohesion forms in the text, and you will be able to differentiate the register form. And after just having this lesson, you will be aware about the cohesion and textuality in discourse texts, and you will be aware about the register types and have a clear understanding about their differences. So let's make the register and signaling vocabulary clear. So what is register? Register is a linguistic feature of the text that reflects the social context in which it's produced. And signaling vocabulary, the words, the vocabulary, and that we use to hint on what we want to say. For example, the usage of vocabulary such as dilemma or difficulty signal problems, because we always just don't follow the same structure, and we always just don't follow the same given dilemmas and difficulties with the signaling problems. Therefore, we use some vocabulary to choose the audience, to choose the reader, or to choose the speaker's attitudes too. The relationship between vocabulary and register depends on, so we have some functions and we have some aspects of the register and the signaling vocabulary. Now we will just see that how they are dependent upon each other. And the first is context. This is the first thing that dependencies of register and vocabulary. And context, textbook, magazine, or news report. And the second is also assumption on readers. So the reader will predict what the speaker or writer is going to mean or is going to say, that the cultured, educated, fan, and etc. And the third is style, so written or spoken style. And in this style, the view of just readers and writers and speakers or listeners always are different. Most of the topic or most of the text we encountered are towards a written, formal, cultured type of discourse. That we will always just encounter such phrases while we are just analyzing the register and vocabulary in discourse analysis. So how are the two types of discourse that more to informal tone? Here are two types of discourse that more to informal tone. Using pseudo, or you can say conversational register, and the second is using idiomatic phrases. So here is given some examples and definitions of using pseudo conversational register. So the first is to illustrate the fact that anything that we need to convey is not need to be formal words. And the second is creating the feeling expression that our serious problems might occur. See the example 3.17, page 83. The words underlined are the pseudo conversational register. So what about the using idiomatic phrases? Use it as signals of response, see example 3.18, and help to organize the discourse in a signal evaluation. Provide good metaphors for the textual segments and suggesting the problem solution pattern. For example, to be in a fix, or to be up against the brick wall, or to have a crack at. So these idiomatic phrases have somehow cultural or informal views of the discourse analysis. So idiomatic phrases and the pseudo conversational sentences are used in informal situations. to present the organizing and signaling function just as in the formal vocabulary does in written discourse. To explain discourse analysis, the most suitable way to explain is in their natural context. So, thank you very much. This is the end of our lesson. And if you have any questions or any extra interested questions, leave it on Moodle platform, then you will be answered one by one. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.